Hello and welcome back for our penultimate episode of Welcome to Madison. I'm really excited to see what happens. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. Before we jump in, though, I'm going to say a few words about sponsors and then let everybody introduce themselves and their characters, and then we'll jump into it. Also, if anybody watching, if you happen to notice anything weird with the sound or the video, let me know in chat. I just moved over from Streamlabs OBS to regular OBS today, and I think I tested everything, but the streaming, there's always something that you don't find right away. So if you notice anything, let me know so I can fix it. But everything, I think, will be okay. As I mentioned, sponsors before we dive into everything. Let me just get those links into chat. They are Fundamental RPG, which is the system that this game runs on. It is a simple D20 system that's not tied to any genre, so you can use it for any game or story that you want to tell. And it's very, very easy to pick up and just run with. You can pick up the physical copies on Amazon, or if you prefer the digital versions, you can pick that up at coffee.com/Raven, like it's spelled at the bottom of the screen. Also at that same site, you can find Intrepid, which is adventuring products for real life. It's a bunch of really cool products with tabletop themes to it. And then finally, Die Hard Dice, which you can find at dieharddice.com. If you use the code BLACKFEATHER, all one word with a capital B, you can get 10% off your entire order. And they've got some really cool polymer and metal dice sets, and also some really cool dice bags. So go check that out. There's a link to that in chat. And then, if you want to catch up on this show or any others that we have on the channel, you can do so at the Fantasy Network at watch.thefantasy.network. So we're going to let everybody introduce themselves and their characters. Normally we would have at the top left Leland playing Jason. He couldn't join us tonight, but go check his stuff out on Twitter at Leopold the Just. And then for me, I'm Raven. I'm the creative director for the Raven Evermore, which is my brand for all the various things that I do, most of which are tabletop related. My link tree is there in chat, or if you can't see chat, it's linktr.ee/the Raven, like it's spelled below my face. I play Dick Bellaroo. She's a private detective who deals in supernatural cases from Louisiana. And she went to Madison for a perfectly normal vacation away from all that stuff. And it did not go well. Now we're fighting a minotaur and corn zombies, and it's been a crazy time. It's pretty fun. But that's me and my character. Next we got Josh. Tell us a little bit about Garther and yourself.
Garther is a classic hobo train hopping guy, weathered face, crotchety, but can sometimes have his moments of being kind and caring, but he doesn't know why he's in Madison or how because to him it was just another stop off when he's riding trains illegally, and supposedly they were expecting him, which he's very confused by. And so he's also more or less convinced none of this is real, even though it feels real, and he's just hoping that the nightmare ends eventually, or that they're actually in some version of hell. Me personally, my name's Josh. You can find me. Sometimes I have things at Hobox. Sometimes we buried a cult. But I'd rather you pay attention to the podcast I do with my kids called Teenagers and Troublemakers, where we play D&D 5th edition. I'll put some links. We've got a little bit of stuff on YouTube, a little bit of stuff all over the place. And I also published a Mage Duels rule book for D&D 5th edition. You can pretty much pick up for free at Dungeon Masters Guild, and I would love some feedback. That's all.
Awesome. Next we've got Rand. Tell us a little bit about Lachlan and yourself.
Right. So Lachlan is a dickhead with anger issues, who theoretically has a successful music career, even though nobody believes him. That's he's not a deep guy. There's not a lot going on there. What you see is pretty much what you get. In terms of me, I'm Ran. I'm on Twitter at Ran Plays Games. I'm also on TikTok at Ran Plays Games, and I'm a bit more active over there. It's mostly D&D and tabletop content. I've been doing a series about running horror games, actually, sort of different things to make things more effective. If you are currently playing in a game of mine and you're like, "Ooh, I wonder what Rand's doing," the answer is secrets. Please do not go look at my TikTok, because I tell other people about what I'm going to do in my games there. So don't do that. Oh, they're gonna go look now. Anyway, you can find me there if you would like to.
Awesome. Next, we've got M. Tell us a little bit about Ben and yourself.
Yeah, I'm Emily, and Ben is an engineer with NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. He did not want to wind up in Madison at all. He was on his way home from purchasing a World War II era howitzer online, and wound up having to stop because there were cows on the road. And he got mixed up in all of this nonsense and would like nothing more than to go home and leave all of this mess behind. And he is, I think, on the verge of completely losing his mind. He has definitely lost what little chill he had. You can find me on Twitter at Timberdoodles. I have actually slowly started to post some of my digital art there. That's all I've got as far as promoting anything, but yeah, I'm eager to see what happens. I'm sure it'll be completely, I'm sure it won't completely sap our sanity.
Very optimistic.
I got a good feeling about this, guys.
Oh, goodness. Next, we've got Nikki. Tell us about yourself and this really cool world that you put together, and take it away.
I'm Nikki. I'm a content creator. The world. I'm sorry to drive your characters insane.
It's okay.
Right. Well, when it started, everyone kind of thought that, regular world, and then they realized they were in a pocket dimension in a that looks like a town in the middle of nowhere, controlled by a Cornator and his evil humans people. But it's okay. It's a nice trip. They got to leave. They got to go home for a while. They got to all go to New Orleans. I believe that's where we are right now. You did get to go to New Orleans. I mean,
I didn't get to go home.
No, sorry. I mean, you can. There's a boat that can take you.
To Australia from New Orleans?
The time
I'm
boat?
going to be there for like 8 months. Oh, the time boat. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, but the Cornish will probably follow you,
Yeah.
considering that it's gone from wherever Madison is all the way to New Orleans. And I believe you all were getting ready to, I didn't write this down.
I think we're waiting on Baptiste was the last thing that we were doing. Is that right?
She went
turned
to,
up.
yeah,
We were headed to the vacuum chamber.
right. She was going to work on draining the monster, some of the power. Because she likes to drain power. And this thing has a lot.
Is this what happens when we don't have my bizarre note-taking stuff, putting stuff in chronological order?
Yes.
I mean, I could read the one I did for the session before last session.
Well, I can look back on my tweet. I have been, if you haven't been following me on Twitter, I kind of summarize things.
Yeah, you chronicle it. Yeah, chronicle.
Yeah, I have my own style of summarizing things.
I believe the term is grrr.
Yes. Yeah, Lachlan says grr a lot. He doesn't say it in game, but
Ever. Like, I run
a lot of
clean,
internal
wholesome family
growling.
Twitter account. I can't say fuck that many times.
I could only say fuck so many fucking times, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, I think last thing I have is Baptiste said it'll take like 8 to 10 hours for her to drain the Minotaur, and she needs a safe place. And
yeah, so like the vacuum.
Dee created a tunnel a nice tunnel to head to the vacuum chamber.
Yeah, they
and
found a bad tunnel, which led them to the corner tour and all the bodies.
A very bad tunnel. Very creepy tunnel.
I mean, it was kind of a good tunnel because we got Gartha back.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's true.
And we got Janie back.
Yes, even though she's completely unconscious.
I don't care about that. I don't know this woman.
Okay,
You
I'm going to
mean
share this
nothing
link
to me.
tweet and chat, but it looks like Lachlan was performing a big concert at the Superdome. Jason was annoyed with Dee because she watched Titanic over and over again. Like, I forgot how many times. A
I
lot
think
of
it was something like 54 times.
yeah, 57 times. That's on a later tweet.
In the 6 months since apparently we left Madison.
Yes. Lachlan's manager was a really terrible and not mean at all.
He was a terrible manager. Like, this man has no idea how music managers work. I genuinely.
And he
That's
takes
horrific.
10%? No.
Well, he got fired. Or did
Yeah.
he quit?
He got
I
punched in
fired
the
him.
face too, so
I
Yes,
punched
it-
him in the face and then later I yelled at him over a distance that he was fired.
that's Lachlan's standard greeting now, I think. Just punch in the face.
He's had a rough week, okay?
That's fair.
He hasn't slept in like 3 days and he hasn't eaten anything other than beer and cigarettes. It's genuinely amazing he's still upright.
Well, he had 6 months of touring that he doesn't
Did
remember.
he? He doesn't remember it. I can't believe that off screen they managed to convince Lachlan to stay in America to complete his tour.
They offered him a lot of money.
Yeah, they had to.
Okay.
Same reason Jackie Chan did Rush Hour 2 and 3. They offered him, I think his quote is, they offered me so much money I couldn't say no.
I just needed some walking around money, you know?
Oh, with that much change, you can't walk at all.
Okay, I posted the link to the tweet that kind of summarized everything. A lot happened as always. So you all are right now trying to get the room ready. So I guess you're going to NASA. While you're on your way there, Jason gets a call. And he and Dee stop and they talk for a while and she makes a tunnel for him to go.
What's going on?
His
What's going on?
Jason's husband is in town very last minute and he needs to see him. He hasn't seen him in a while and his mental health isn't that great. It's like, it's really bad. He needs his husband.
Yeah, no shit. All right.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah, it's really, you don't really at that.
He did murder a guy like 24 hours ago. He's probably
Well, we've had
not at
six,
his fucking best.
we've had 6 months and he's not been dealing with it well.
Yeah, I mean, he's a cold-blooded killer now. That's got to weigh on a man.
But he makes great breakfast burritos.
Fuck
Wait,
is that?
in this whole summarization, did we even talk about the thirst trapping part? Or
I think I missed that. Did I?
With the cowboy hat and the Lachlan taking his shirt off.
Oh, that was in another one, wasn't it?
Oh, that was this one.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
made
that
was
I
this
made a
last one.
summary of that, but it was for a friend.
oh, is that
But yes.
That's what I used for that. Did you?
It was for somebody else. They were like,
when
that's
I wrote
amazing.
Baptiste, hey boo, ready for my date. Said Lachlan, can you just suck the life out of the monsters here? Baptiste, yeah, and then I'll and I cut it off. And he says, I quit. Baptiste, I need a room to weaken your monster. Then I need a room for me and I cut it off.
This woman. The more she flirts, the more Lachlan's like, actually, I'm good. Thank you. That's very flattering, but I need you to take 3 steps back.
And back on the block list.
Sorry, I'm not very good at flirting like that, so.
No, it's
fine.
perfect. It was amazing.
It makes
Use
it
your
very funny
imagination.
because it's like this is some eldritch succubus, and Lachlan's like, oh, groupies.
Again.
The most
So, yeah.
beautiful woman in the world wants to sleep with you. Oh yeah, but like in a weird way. I'm not.
So they can make it to the place without Jason because his mental health is really, he needs a little before he goes crazy with everybody.
Before he goes crazy, Lachlan just looks around at the party and is like, yeah, Jason's definitely the one that I'm worried about going crazy.
Well, you can go. I can make a tunnel for you to go home.
I go.
I mean,
I'm just gonna.
about to fall off, but
No, it's fine. We're gonna kill the Minotaur. I'm gonna move back to Melbourne, and I'm never leaving Australia again.
can I visit?
Sure. Why the fuck not?
I'm going to take a cruise. I signed up to take a cruise.
I reckon that sounds horrifically American, and you'll have a great time eating, I don't know, like buttered shrimp or some shit. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to go on a ship, and I'm going to go at the end of it like they did in Titanic.
Like Titanic. Okay. Look, Dee, you know everyone dies at the end of that fucking movie, right?
Well, not at first. Like the old lady didn't die until the very end, until she threw the necklace in.
Right. Well, yeah, no, fuck it. Yeah, go on a cruise, just like Titanic. I'm sure it'll be great. And Lachlan will like slap her on the shoulder.
Ouch.
Sorry,
You
I
know-
didn't realize you were that delicate. My apologies.
Well, Ben tried to burn my shoulder off accidentally.
I did go for the other shoulder.
I didn't
but-
try to burn my shoulder off. I was trying to shoot the core.
It was an accident. It's okay.
No,
It'll be
it's
fine.
not okay. Ben is quite upset with himself about that.
She'll be right. You'll be right when you do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fine.
she'll be right. Don't worry about it.
everything's fine. So what's this room like, Ben?
So the room they wind up in is actually pretty impressive. It's about 150 feet across. The room is it's like a very large cylinder. It's about 150 feet across and a little bit taller than that. It has a domed roof, and the doors are open, and it's obvious the walls are incredibly thick. They're several feet thick. They're almost a meter thick. And it's basically Ben kind of gestures around. He said, yeah, so generally speaking, it takes time, but all of the air can be sucked out of this room, and it's meant to simulate the vacuum of space. I mean, Elon Musk can brag of all he wants, but when SpaceX wants to see if one of their vehicles is going to fall apart in space, they bring it here and they pop it into this room. And they can make it as hot as it is, if a vehicle is exposed to the sun in space, or as cold as it is if it's in a shadow in space. So they bring it here, put it in this room, close the chamber, lock it down, suck the air out, and change the temperature as they want to.
But why did they let him Musk out?
Pardon?
Why did they let him out of the room when they sucked the air out of it? Why didn't they let him stay with his rocket?
I don't know. Sadly, I think it's illegal.
Oh, what are you talking about? Like Elon Musk? He doesn't build any of this stuff. He pays
That's
other
true.
He pays
He
smarter people
just
to do
takes
it.
the credit. No, he just
Yeah.
takes the credit for it.
Oh,
I-
okay. So he
Yeah,
wouldn't-
I wouldn't,
He's a coward. He would never.
no, I wouldn't wish that on any of his engineers, for whom he takes all the credit. But yeah, any rovers or vehicles or anything like that that's going to go into space, they put it in here, they test against the temperature. Like heck, a couple rooms over, there's another chamber where they basically just blast stuff with noise so loud that if it were outside, it would literally catch the grass on fire for several hundred feet.
Hey,
Rock and
real
roll.
quick, Ben, where exactly are we? Is this your location? This one of your things?
No, this isn't my location. We're in Texas, but the project we worked on, it still had to be launched in a rocket, and the housing had to be custom made, so it had to be tested here. So part of our team came here. This is the Mitchout Assembly Center.
Okay. I didn't know. I was thinking if this was like in your home, I just assumed it was a refurbished missile silo or a fizzy lifting room. I don't know.
No, we're in New Orleans.
How did you know I have one of those?
I mean,
A fizzy lifting room?
No, decommissioned missile silo.
I mean, you just quite honestly, it's just everything about you just screams that.
The silo is a lot bigger than this.
Or it makes me think of like underneath the X-Men mansion.
So are we going to put the Cornador and Baptiste in here and get her out before all the air comes out and leave the monster in?
I have no idea how big the Cornator, whatever it is. Is that what we're calling it now? I guess. I have no idea how big that thing is. If it'll fit in here.
It breathes air?
I don't. Well, I mean, it's like an eldritch being of some. I don't know. It probably doesn't have to breathe air, but
Right.
those doors are really thick. Sadly, they don't close super fast. But I guess if we could get it trapped in here,
But if it's made of core, isn't that like vacuum sealing it? It actually keeps it fresh longer.
I don't think Horn would survive in space.
yeah, like I said, all
Or it's
the
pretty
air
tough.
gets sucked out, and when I say it gets really hot or cold in here, I mean we can make it minus 250 degrees Fahrenheit. That'd be minus 160 Celsius, or 175 degrees Fahrenheit. That'd be 80 Celsius. So very hot, very cold, very, very no air at all.
Does it have like speakers that go into it or anything? Because don't I have to play that fucking song or whatever?
Yeah, you do.
That could, well, sound doesn't really travel in a vacuum.
Look, Ben, I'm gonna level with you. I didn't take physics in high school.
Did
Well,
you
we
go to
have
high
all
school?
those, we have all those
Part of it?
components for the spell and so on. Maybe there's part of the spell that would allow that. I don't know.
You also have that your friend's time boat, Janie's time boat.
Yeah, I mean that. Maybe some part of that would affect a vacuum. I don't know. Look, I don't do magic bullshit. I do science.
All right, so does the science time machine go to space?
Yes.
We were space in it.
If it can go to space, then wouldn't it be fine in a vacuum?
Yeah, absolutely. And it'd be fine with any temperature changes too. I mean, who knows? Maybe, well, I guess if this thing could survive in space, it'd survive the temperatures just fine too.
Isn't it differently sized inside? So maybe if you could get the monster in the boat, like locked away in it somehow.
Then we
Or
could just toss.
alternatively-
We could toss this thing in the chamber, lock the door, throw away the key, and play away.
Yeah, that's true. I was more thinking we get the Minotaur into the room and then perform from on the boat, because you can definitely hear what's going on the boat when you're outside it.
That's true.
Sorry, I my mind went completely blank for a second.
It's okay. So did mine.
What do you guys reckon? Do you think that's an idea?
I mean, I feel like I lost several hours of what was going on.
Oh, you lost like 6 fucking months, my dude.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, does that mean I had a really good time? Is that what the saying is? If you
I'm
don't remember
afraid
it.
not.
Well, why were you
Dude, I think
going?
you had a really fucking bad time.
Ah, man.
Frankly, you're lucky to be alive.
I mean, am I though? Am I lucky to still be dealing with this?
I suppose
You
that
assume
remains to
that
be
death is
seen.
an escape.
That's a good question.
Dick offers her 2 cents worth. Is basically just, yeah, I don't know that much science or this type of magic stuff, so sure, why not? Let's put it in a boat and put it in a box, and then lock the box, and then play the music and see what happens.
All
It
right.
sounds like a what's that old thing with the kid with the hole in the bucket, and then it
What?
just keeps, is then like, oh, well, I can't fix the hole without this, and then you're like, I can't fix that without this, and it just keeps going on and forever.
Honestly, it more made me think of like the Emperor's New Groove, where it's like you put it in a box and then you send the box and then you squish the box. And...
Put that box into another box. Mail it to myself.
Yeah, y'all know first
By all
thing,
accounts, it doesn't make any sense.
my arm is like not doing so good.
Yeah, we should get you to like a hospital or some shit.
What the hell are they gonna do?
Drugs.
Deal with the burns, I assume. I mean, I know
Is
they're
it-
like magic plasma burns or whatever, but they're still like fucking 3rd-degree burns.
Oh, I was thinking about the corn still. Out of character. So I'm not all here today.
Okay.
I mean, once again, all of this is way above my head. I'm just I will, if you guys come up with a plan, I'll try to help facilitate it. If it gets us back to some semblance of normalcy, where I have. Once again, I'm used to tripping a little bit. I'm used to not quite knowing where I am and what's going on. But this is a bit of a yo-yo, and but the yo-yo's not going anywhere.
All right. Okay, let's not just fucking stand around. We get Dee to a hospital, but we take her to a country where you actually have fucking proper healthcare to the hospital because we have a boat that can go anywhere. So I say we go to like fucking Norway and take Dee to a hospital.
Maybe there's some kind of like high-tech first aid kit on the boat?
Yeah, probably. I don't fucking know.
Oh, you mean like in that the movie Elysium, like one of those things you just stick them in there, just and then they're all fine after that.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Hell yeah!
All right, so this is the plan. We fix D up. We find the Minotaur. I reckon between Ben, Garther, and I, we can make it angry enough to chase us. Because, Dick, you're a nice lady. We get the Minotaur to chase us through the tunnel to the room where we get on the boat, unlock the door. Then we, fucking air-vac the room or whatever. And then we, bippity-boppity-boo this bullshit, right?
Yeah,
Right.
that sounds like a plan.
All right. Let's fucking get to it then.
Wait a minute, have you guys seen this thing already?
No.
Oh,
Hey, did you see it when you got cornet, Garther?
did I?
don't think-
Did he?
It got like unaware.
Like, all I know is that I felt like I was a nice toasty hot cinnamon bun, and I just didn't want to get out of bed on a cold morning. And then, I guess I appreciate being rescued from the hot tamale, but I don't know, ignorance is bliss kind of thing.
You didn't feel like you were having the life sucked out of you or anything?
I mean, I've had that feeling before, so on a scale of like 1 to 10, this was more like a 6. Like, it's old hat.
Ben just kind of stares at him for a minute.
Well, I'm glad that Garther was friends with the succubus and that she likes Lachlan so much to help us.
Oh, does she have her eye on you now? Thank God.
Yeah.
Or whatever
Um,
Eldritch being is creating all this chaos.
I mean, don't fucking tell her, but she's got no hope.
if you say so.
I don't know, man. I like good personalities and shit, you know?
I mean, she's able to usually. I mean, granted, I don't know. Maybe she's changed her tactics. Maybe she's gonna be more brazen, but she used to be quite good at changing whatever she needed to into what the person wanted. Bit of a mystique sort of ability. Maybe not, full blown. Like alter your or just drug you. She did that too.
Yeah, just unfortunately, I'm kind of like a contrary motherfucker. So when people try to give me things I want, I don't want them anymore.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're not here to fuck spiders. Let's get to it.
Wait, when did spiders come into play?
Are you scared of spiders?
It's a fucking saying. It's a saying.
Who's fucking spiders?
No one. We've got shit to do.
Oh,
How
okay.
would that even work?
I mean, don't get me
Carefully.
wrong. I am a fan of the Saga comic, and I mean, there's definitely some spider fucking going on there.
Out of character, did Baptiste accompany us, or is she just gonna kind of pop in here when we figure out how to lure the Cornitaur?
She's trying to get the Cornitaur to.
Okay.
They're busy. That sounded really bad.
Yeah, honestly, Lachlan probably wouldn't have been like, I'm stringing this woman along for her power if she'd been in the room.
Right, that's fair. That's fair.
So I guess we go get the Minotaur?
Yes, but I will make this easy for y'all because we need to do some things. They
Does they need
need
to like
to
set up the room or?
wake up, and she just starts muttering something in another language. I don't know if I can do her accent correctly, but it's like a vague accent. You can't quite place where it's from. It's not American. It's not anywhere really. Vague. The English words are mixed up. So she's, finally she looks at everyone and she's like, "What are you all doing here? What is this? What is happening?"
We're dealing with some kind of extra dimensional corn minotaur problem.
Oh, that corn monster that grabbed me. Yeah,
That's the fucking one.
Oh, thank God you're awake.
hey, you're Ben. I remember you.
Yeah, apparently you're not as fucking crazy as I thought you might have been. But I'm sorry you apparently lived in that hell town.
Yeah, I left. I went to college. I'm supposed to be going to MIT.
So Ben looks significantly older and more
Yeah.
scarred up and all that shit than the last time she saw him.
Your hair is all nice.
Thank you. Look, I don't know how we got here, but the Minotaur is apparently the Minotaur can apparently reach New Orleans now.
Oh, not so good. Let me call my boat here.
I got it working again.
Yeah, it has a trouble with the going to the navigations.
I think I fixed it.
She like snaps her fingers and it just is there.
Oh, that's handy.
Minor question. Why is there a button on the navigation that is shaped like Australia and just goes to Australia?
Specifically, Kylie Minogue's vacation cabin.
Yeah, you'll see what had happened when we had the the party and we were drinking and he wanted a button and I made it. I don't remember all of the detail.
Sorry, why the fuck were you at Kylie Minogue's New Year's party? I know this is not relevant. I know this isn't even fucking slightly relevant. But
I feel like it's very relevant.
Because my other friend was doing a show with her and there was a party and we all drank way too much.
who's your friend?
You're asking me out of character. Let me figure this out. Out of character.
Yeah, that's right, Nikki. I want you to supply to me an Australian pop star who's friends with Kylie Minogue.
You're terrible. She like goes off into this whole story that
Is it John Stamos?
lots of scientific details.
Scientific details of a pop star friend?
Yes, yeah. He starts talking about the scientific details of the ship and how she was explaining it. It's a lot of physics talk that.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I got no idea what you're saying.
I do.
That's nice.
I'm reading this really quickly. Somebody put me on the spot.
You weren't prepared for us to ask why she was friends with Kylie Minogue?
No, I was prepared for everything else but that.
Maybe she's just a party crasher.
Kylie has security for that.
Or
I mean, if you have access to a freaking time boat, you can probably just get around a lot of things.
Look, she was. I mean, we did have fun at parties.
and Janie will explain how she just appears places sometimes with no she just appears magically. And
that's fucked up. All right.
Yeah, all the time. That's how I got out of Madison the first time. I just appeared somewhere else and lived there, and then I kept going back and reappearing and ending up in weird places and meeting people.
Like that movie, The Time Traveler's Wife.
Yes. Almost like that.
That's fucked. All right, moving on.
Okay.
And that's all I've got to say about that.
Tell me if you're right. I'm looking at like Wikipedia and trying to figure this out really quickly.
Okay. What am I helping you with?
Okay, she's gonna name somebody that was on Neighbors with her.
Okay. Huh. I would not have expected that. All right, yeah. Fair enough. What the fuck?
Hey, would you happen to know anything about these some weird ass phone error code? My girlfriend tried to call me when I disappeared into that hell town and got some weird error code. She and my boss tried to pass it on to, I'll say my boss knows someone who knows people, and they kind of stonewalled him, got real serious, and it kind of disappeared into the ether.
Oh, that's because of the people that keep getting lost. They don't get lost. I bring them back. It's just we go sometimes, and time is a little messed up, and sometimes people are gone for 10 years, and it's been 2. So I'm not supposed to take anybody with me, but it happens.
Why do I feel like if we all get back, we're all gonna have like, Men in Black like watching us at all times?
They do. They watched you already.
Already?
Yes.
Sorry, is this an American organization? Because I will fucking complain to my government.
Store detectives.
Is this because we hung out in college?
Yes.
Cool.
The fuck did the rest of us do?
She's going to look at all of you. She's going to kind of look twice at D and then look at everybody else. I don't know who you all are.
And that's
Wasn't
the
right.
way I like it.
You know
we're not-
who fucking Billy was on Neighbors, but you don't recognize me.
We're not gonna get disappeared to some government black site, are we?
No, let me just, she's going to reach for her pockets, but there's nothing in them because all of her stuff is gone. I have to get on my ship. I'll fix it for you.
Again, I'm not from the same country as you guys, so I don't think your government is legally, like, allowed to disappear me.
No, you're not going
You
to
know the
just-
CIA exists, right?
That's
And they don't
exactly-
give a shit.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's
Fucking
the whole
Americans.
Two
jurisdiction crap kind of goes out the window.
2 words. Mission accomplished.
What?
No, they're not going to do that because then I would get really angry. And I mess things up accidentally on purpose sometimes.
What the fuck?
Oh, well then.
An accident on purpose.
Yes.
This is all very interesting, but I'm gonna roll myself a cigarette and have a quiet breakdown in the corner. You let me know when we're going back to the murder plan, all right? All right. And Lachlan will just take himself off and go roll a cigarette.
Yeah, let me know if you want something stronger.
I don't think that's a good idea considering we're about to deal with like fucking world-shifting monsters.
Janie does get a little device and she starts typing on it. She's like, no, you're not going to be disappeared. You just can't tell anybody what happened.
I wasn't planning on that.
And they will give you the story for the it's English. The story of the background, this background story.
Background story for who?
For all the time, all the months you've been gone.
Yeah, well, I think my boss had already been covering for me on that. Oh, he's just been away on sabbatical.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
if your boss is telling people that, I don't know if anybody's believing him.
He's not using air quotes.
Oh, he's not saying it like, okay, sorry. Just that inflection alone.
She'll like show you the screen. They like have it's the government covering stuff up. So there's this like detailed backstories. So Ben has been on sabbatical. Lachlan's been on tour.
You know what, Lachlan? Maybe that's why nobody knows your music is because everything's been covered up.
Yeah, fuck it, probably. Lachlan will just shout
Like the
over
people that
from
actually
the
went to
other
your
end of the room.
shows got like, mind swiped or whatever.
Well, there goes the entire fucking Eurovision then.
People are going through their albums going, what the hell is this? When did I buy this? Where'd this t-shirt come from?
Well, at least Arthur's got an easy cover.
I mean, I would hope so, but then again, somehow somebody still stole my identity, which should be literally impossible.
Wait, you're not Garther. She like looks at you. Like narrows
Oh,
her
what?
eyes.
You don't know who they are, but you know who I am?
No, I didn't. You're. And she like put her holder thing up. Why don't you have the correct name in here?
It means the system works. That's what that means. Let's keep it that way.
And she'll look over at Dee and be like, "Oh, we need to get her fixed. What did you do to her?"
That was an accident. Look, the mayor of your hell town was trying to drain her soul.
Oh, she goes off on a rant about him.
Oh, he's dead. A succubus lady ate his soul.
And goes off a rant about her.
Oh, and real quick, I know
That
I'm
was-
late to the party on this. What exactly is wrong with Dee, and how bad is it?
Her arm is burnt from the laser thing. She had got bitten.
By the corn.
Right.
Okay. Here's my question: is any of it treatable with a more, like a slightly better than basic medical kit? Because Garther actually is trained in that kind of stuff.
I can't really get the corn out, but
I mean, can it? I mean, is it like how? Like, is it something that can be pulled out with tweezers with time and care, or?
No, it's like in there.
Oh, I mean, in my
Jason did
mind, I'm
some-
thinking like jellyfish stingers or something like that.
oh no, it's growing.
I think we're going to need a regular surgeon and a tree surgeon to handle this one.
I think it's more like when coral gets into the bloodstream.
I mean,
and starts
I've
to
done
grow
some
there.
work. I've done some landscaping work. I might have some weed killer. I can mix some weed killer up.
I mean, I suggested Roundup, but Jason started going off about hippie stuff. So
Big
Al-
agriculture.
Also, salt water makes it grow faster.
yeah, which is
That
the
makes no
opposite of
sense.
what should happen.
Exactly.
Because I was gonna say, if it's made by the same company that makes like the corn that's grown in the U.S., it has a finite life. It'll just die off eventually.
Well, I've still got this bottle of Roundup we got from that useless stage system.
Well, the least I could do is work on the burn part. D, get over here, you dumbass. I mean, like, Jesus, like,
That's a little harsh, don't you think?
I mean, come on. She's like, I mean, she acts like a child that you can't take your eyes off for like 5 seconds. Am I wrong in that?
I think she's still on the child leash.
And we still have to make sure there's no open bodies of water around her and that gates are closed. She's worse than Tommy Pickles.
Lachlan just automatically says, like, it takes less than 30 seconds for a toddler to drown when left unattended in a pool. And then, like, kind of those adverts really do sink in.
Hey, you made her cry. She's like running to the boat.
Look what you fucking did. God
Yeah, and
damn
she'll
it.
get over it very quickly, just like a toddler.
She'll look at a
think
cat
all
photo on her phone and she'll forget this ever happened.
Exactly. And what was she like watching Titanic earlier? Like was she watching the VHS? Is the most worn out part of the tape the part in the car?
I believe she had it on a tablet.
Oh, okay.
So Janie and Dee are now on this boat because Janie followed her, like yelling at her not to go touch her boat.
Ben's gonna go after her.
Yeah, did we ask if there's like a healing station on this boat? Like a
Yeah,
backup
Ben-
tank or
yeah.
something?
Ben's gonna check and see if there's like a high-tech first aid kit with some like super ultra extra effective like banana boat on there or something.
There is
For
a
the
person.
birds at least.
There
Like
is a-
SBF 5000?
Yeah, basically.
for the burns.
That's like post-stun aloe spray you can get.
It's like alien looking stuff, glowing
Big D
green.
with some after sun.
And Dee's like sobbing.
I mean, someone had to tell her.
Why is she crying so hard?
Exactly. She's a toddler.
Because you're an asshole. And
Yeah,
that's
but-
coming from Ben.
No, I'm
not
fully
the one who
aware I'm
shot
an
her.
asshole. All right, no, let's not get mean about it. But you have to admit that girl is incredibly unstable. Do you
I mean,
remember
then
how
again,
when
she
this...
also she contains the energy apparently of a small star to just produce stuff out of nothing.
Do you guys remember when the sun went out and she was pissed off because her party wasn't going to go ahead? Rather than because the sun had gone out?
Yes,
Do you want me to
I
go
do
ahead
recall that.
and roll for medicine
Hence
to try
the name calling.
Yeah.
Watch roll 20. Hate me. Yep. Wow.
Probably not roll 20.
Oof, nat 1.
Really? For like what's basically like after sun?
You just poke her wound and just like, I think we should rub some salt on it.
Not to rub salt in the wound, but just as a reminder, currently on the board, Nikki has an advantage, Josh has a disadvantage, and M has a disadvantage. And that is all we have for perks there at the moment.
Just hand it to Garther instead.
I rolled a 17 on medicine, so just if that does anything.
Okay. So
we should abrade the wound with salt.
It's like, guess what, D? The best medicine is honesty, and that's what I'm gonna give you in heavy doses. Also, this is gonna sting like hell.
Well, like Ben, you're a really smart person, but somehow you opened the container wrong.
It is pretty alien looking. It is some alien shit.
Yeah.
It's just the first aid kit was right next to the poisons cupboard.
Oh god.
And it like made her arm worse.
Come on.
It's like, damn it, Ben, that's silly string.
And you could see it kind of like whatever the blackness is like spreading up her arm, but Garther's able to treat it to kind of stabilize it for a little while. And Jane is like, she's complaining under her breath, and she goes to like navigation.
She's talking a lot of shit for someone we just rescued.
Actually, Garther will do his best to say this. This is stage whisper to Ben, and be like, "Hey Ben, does your friend seem reversed in any sort of way?"
She's just annoyed.
No, she's just pissed, as she should be.
I mean, are you sure that like a birthmark on the wrong side, or I'm just saying, like.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really worried about her mood. I'm more worried about her being, a sinister doppelganger. Unless your friend was already sinister, maybe the doppelganger was more friendly and helpful. I have no idea.
As you're saying this, she uses the comm to talk to all, like it's a speaker. And she's like, just tell, you already know the kitchen's there, but she tells you that the kitchen is there to get some ice cream and to, that they need to, oh gosh, I can't think. Sorry.
I'm going to take a lesson out of the book of Lachlan, and I'm not going to have any ice cream.
Right.
Tell me what to do.
She's not telling, she's just offering.
Same thing.
And she's
You want a cigarette?
No.
She's saying she'll take care of the monster. She's asking where you all want to go.
Wait, by yourself?
Well, you shouldn't have been dragged all the way over into this.
Look, lady, I appreciate that you think you're like top fucking shit or whatever, and you travel through time and you're like a magical witch or whatever. But also, you did get eaten by the corn, so we're like better at this than you are so far. Our track record is a bit fucking better. So maybe you could be slightly less patronizing and instead like join the team effort.
I didn't know it was a team effort. You all don't. Are you a team?
Well, hold up. And once this thing has its energy drained or whatever, the power source cut off, that makes it vulnerable, not dead, right? So it still has to be killed.
Yes, you have to use the. She just named. I forgot what the sacred weapon was, but you have to use that and kill it while the music is playing.
It's a big black obsidian knife that I think Dick had.
Oh, so we're like turning Imhotep mortal, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just like the fucking mummy.
Oh,
You
where's
know what?
Brendan Fraser?
I think I might have just the thing to knock it down so you can do the whole stabby thing.
Actually, you know what,
We'd-
Lachlan? In the right light, you are pretty Fraser-esque.
We'd
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, that was a compliment. Absolutely.
we'd have to go to my truck to get it, and I'd have to patch it up a bit to get it working.
Would have the tools in the tool room.
Perfect. Maybe get some makeshift ammunition made, but I was hauling a World War II era howitzer home when I got dragged into this hell town, and so long as it's still behind my truck, you know.
Well, I was going to say, if you're thinking what I think you're thinking, then we can go get some real ammunition for that thing. This is a time machine.
That is true, and the guy I bought it from has a whole ass private museum, and I saw several rounds. I think he's still got some live ones, which isn't legal, but he's got them.
Oh, the coordinates, I put them in now for you.
Well, hell, we can just steal the shit out of those. I think he had like 7, 8 of them.
Yes. She's gonna, if you don't know the coordinates, she's gonna look through this and possibly
Oh,
be able to-
he knows them. He knows
Okay.
them. Ben knows them.
Oh, you're good with this ship. I didn't even get to show you how to use it, Ben.
I mean, it's been a while, but I remember it pretty well. It's not the kind of thing you just forget.
Well, I was going to take you for a trip.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I honestly feel really bad now that I thought that maybe you were crazy. But I mean, time machine did seem a little, maybe not impossible, but a little far-fetched.
Two
That why-
sides of the same coin.
Everybody did look at me strangely.
But he did look at the plans, so he was willing to admit, yeah, that's not totally out of the realm of possibility, and that does sound really cool.
So you are at the coordinates? Like you get there really quickly.
Okay, it's probably like the middle of the night and the place is closed, but it's like out behind the museum, and it's a private museum, so there's not like a ton of security, and they're by like an outbuilding. Ben kind of points to a security camera and says, yeah, that's a dummy camera. There's a light on, but it's not recording.
I can just unlock the doors?
Yeah, there's a couple of padlocks. One of the shelves I wouldn't touch. Looks like it's in pretty bad shape, and I wouldn't trust it to not just go off if you try to pick it up. The other ones, they're pretty heavy. Gonna need 2 people apiece probably to easily load them onto the boat. So that should give us 7 rounds. And they're gonna hit that sucker with a pretty dang big boom.
Okay, one moment, I'll open for you. And she just pops out of sight.
That's a nifty trick.
And a few minutes later, the door, it's unlocked.
Perfect.
And
No,
she's got,
Out of
big-
character.
and so-
I'm looking at them now. One person can carry them, but they're about this big. They're 105 millimeter across. They're really big.
Does it have
She
a
got
kilo
good.
rating? Like how much they weigh?
Shoot. Let me see real quick. Around somewhere between, depending on the type of shell, between 16 and 20 kilograms.
Oh yeah,
So-
Lachlan can take 2 of those.
Yeah, so between 35 and 40 pounds. They're pretty heavy. So Ben kind of walks them into the shed, and sure enough, they're about 9 of these shells. He points to 2 of them in the corner, says, "Do not touch those 2." And they do look like they're a little bit rusted and dented up. I wouldn't trust those to not go off if you mess with them. One of the shells delightfully has hand-painted words on it. It says "Easter eggs for Hitler." But they are fairly heavy. Yeah, they're around 30-40 pounds each, but they are just the right size that a person could pick one up. If you're strong enough, you could pick one up under each arm. But ideally, hold it like this so you don't drop it. And yeah.
Can you give me a check?
Huh?
You give me a sight check.
Side check. Let me go back to my correct window here. Oh, yes. 28 with a critical
Nice.
success.
Nat 20.
So you see it's like under a tarp, a very, very familiar looking thing that should not exist because it should be blown up.
Hey, Ben is going to move the tarp out of the way and check it out.
It's the I can't remember what you said it was. The thing that blew up.
Oh, Skybreak? Oh, the rocket?
Yeah, the rocket.
Oh. So yeah, there is...
Just like as the shells are leaving, let's see that.
Oh, would the others see it too, or just him?
They can see, if he points it out, they can see it.
Oh, shit. Yeah, there is what looks like... Well, for a rocket, it would be small. And it looks like it's not a full-on rocket. It looks like it's one that was built for ground test fire. It's not enormous, but it's pretty good size. Like if it was mounted horizontally, it would be about shoulder height. And it has the word Skybreak painted on the side of it. And Ben just kind of stares at it, and his face goes absolutely white, and he kind of freezes, like he cannot look away from it.
You are right there, Ben.
He
You
does
doing all
not
right, Ben?
respond. He does not respond.
Do I need to shoot someone for you, Ben? Janie gets her gun out ready to shoot someone.
The thing barely fits in the shed too. The shed's pretty good size, but the thing barely fits. There is a panel on the side of it hanging open with a valve with an opening that says fuel intake. And there is what looks like a chunk of C4 with some det cord going into the fuel intake, and a note, a handwritten with Sharpie on the C4, "Happy blast off, Wallace."
So Ben freaked out when he pulled the top off, right?
When he pulled the tarp off and saw it, yes.
Right. Lachlan's going to throw the tarp back over it and kind of put an arm around his shoulders and pull him away.
Yeah, Ben jumps, and kind of gasps a little bit, but he kind of comes around. Jesus Christ! Yeah, what? Sorry, what?
Let's go.
You're all right. Come on, Benner.
Let's go. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Does it tick?
No, it was totally. It looked like it was meant to explode when the fuel hatch was opened.
Okay. Yeah, just Janie tries to rush you out of there. I know you all are running anyway. We're getting out of there quickly.
Ben is really, really shook. And he's kind of got his got a hand up by his right ear, and that tinnitus is really fucking bad right now.
Oh.
Everybody else.
The critical success was not a good thing. It was a really bad critical success.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't be. I'm the one that made that happen to him in the first place. But yeah, I said that. I said that wasn't an accident. So. Yeah,
So now it's broken again.
Ben is shook. Ben is shook really bad. Like,
Lachlan, what you doing? Now
visibly.
that it's broken.
Sorry, I didn't hear you there.
I said, what are you doing now that Ben is broken?
Kind of guiding him out of the shed towards the boat. He's still got the bullets because he is a dude who works out for vanity. 20-ish kilos is fucking nothing in one arm. Yeah, fuck. This means I have to be the grown-up for a bit. I fucking hate that. Alright, let's just all get on the fucking boat and get the fuck out of here. Alright? Alright. Good hustle, team. And like kind of trying to chivvy everyone along.
I'm going to be absolutely horrible. And just as Janie's getting ready to climb on the boat, she disappears.
That's fine.
That should again.
This might as well fucking happen. Alright, if we got everyone else on the boat?
Ben doesn't even notice. He's just staring off into space.
Dick just does that sort of like stares directly at the camera for a few seconds and then, turns and walks off into the boat.
Alright, yeah, as long as we're all on the boat. Garther, are you on the boat?
I mean, full disclosure, I'm not even sure if I got off the boat.
Excellent. Dee, are you on the boat?
She just kind of nods a little bit.
Alright, great. Alright, 1, 2, 3. He does the teacher count off. Alright. Good enough. Hey, Benno, you want to talk about some theoretical physics? Did that make you feel better?
How about later? Later's good.
Okay, well, do you want to tell me how to fly this fucking thing? You don't have to do it, but you don't want me to touch anything without permission.
I can do it. It's fine.
Alrighty.
Can you roll pilot since you're so upset right now, Ben?
Oh, would that be mechanical engineering?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me see because I threw more points into professional.
Can I assist?
Wait a minute, are you gonna let someone drive angry? Is that ever a good idea?
He's not angry. He's fucking shook. He's really badly.
Oh, like you're literally like he's like. Yeah,
I mean, we're talking like PTSD shook. It's bad.
Yeah, Lachlan is there to help, but
wait, don't we have someone else who knows how to fly this thing? Like,
no, she fucked off.
She vanished, but I have stupid high points in mechanical engineering.
She did point out that she vanishes randomly sometimes.
Yep. So I'm gonna roll for mechanical engineering and 18.
Oh yeah, the whole time traveler's wife thing.
I got an 18. Thank goodness for that profession bonus.
Okay, where's he going?
We were supposed to. Oh, we gotta go get that howitzer.
Yeah.
So we're gonna head for wherever his truck is parked.
Okay. You end up there, but the horn is all thicker.
Oh, it's not like completely up against the truck and the howitzer, is it?
Yeah.
I mean, if we have a vehicle that can go through time and go different places, can we just go back to when the howitzer was brand new, like where it came from? I'm assuming Germany.
No, that's an American-made howitzer.
Oh, I know, but then is that where we took them to shoot them at the Nazis?
Well, doesn't the boat have like a field around it that kills the corn? Yeah, so we should just be able to like fly up to the truck and it should kill the corn around it, hopefully.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dick just also comments like, I'm pretty sure whoever it is using that in World War II is going to need it.
They'll be fine. Or we can always take that giant train gun that the Nazis made.
Yeah, but then how is the train that's going to get us out of here? Because Ben had actually suggested that before, because he desperately wanted to use it.
With the shells like the size of a human being.
He named it by name. He named it by name and was like, "I want to use that thing." It's like, "Oh, but then we have to let the train come in." He's like, "Damn it."
Well, we'll just do like Doc Brown did, and we'll just make it a time traveling train.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work out quite that way.
Yeah.
But no, gonna fly towards the truck and see if that won't knock the corn down.
Yeah.
Okay, so the howitzer.
Wait a minute. If this thing has a field, how come it's not killing the corn inside of D?
That's a good question.
Very good question.
That is a good question. But D is the town, so maybe that kind of nullifies.
Or will it kill D? I don't know.
How is she doing?
How is D doing?
Sleeping.
On the round bed?
No, just in a chair where she was sitting.
Oh.
Gotha, I'm starting to come around to your toddler theory because she was so mad and now she's just asleep.
Yeah, could you check her and make sure
I'm
she's
sorry.
just sleeping and not like dying sleeping?
Like hypothermia sleeping? Oh, that's not good.
So are you going to check and see if she's like alive?
Yes, somebody with better medical training.
Sure, I'll give her a once over. Poke her with a stick if I have to. All right, so just roll for it.
Yeah, and a roll of sight too. Roll the medical and roll sight.
All right, medicine is I failed, so that's a 7.
Oh, not one.
And sight is 13.
Okay, so I'm sorry, it's a nat 1, so I've got to.
I mean,
I'm sorry, Garther.
Garther's just like, like I said, Garther literally just goes there, probably just pokes her with a stick. Hey, you wait.
A stick like stabs her.
Well, it's probably more like he found like a pull cue or something, and just kind of pokes her with the dole in.
It still stabs her because she's.
God,
Oh, she's a vampire now. Oh God.
Oh. No, her skin is just really weak now.
My God, she has the skin of tissue paper.
What the fuck?
She's a husk.
She's barely breathing. Yeah, basically, she's barely breathing.
Lachlan, come down here, do CPR, mouth to mouth. Get into it.
I don't know CPR.
I'm gonna take another crack at this.
People will be less scared if they wake up to you giving them mouth to mouth.
Could I attempt to help?
Yeah. Let Dick do it.
I just played a lifeguard. I don't actually know
Nat
how to be
20.
a lifeguard.
34.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
But Lachlan's busy yelling at God.
Yeah,
Like,
you did
I
it,
just
24.
played a lifeguard on Neighbors. I'm not actually a lifeguard.
Well, then run in slow motion down the beach, shirtless or something.
Yeah.
So, somehow Dick knows to go into that bag of stuff that you grabbed from the town, and like she gets like a few like leaves and wraps it around the worst area, and it just kind of heals them.
And Dick just sort of looks at everybody like, and I don't know why that was so hard. This is all you had to do.
Sorry, Dick, and your fey magic ways.
Me sitting here with literally a 4 in medicine on my character sheet.
But somehow you knew exactly
Better
what
than
to do.
Lachlan 0.
It's like, I don't know a lot about medicine, but I know specifically about bites from plants.
From mystical, magical things. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I know how to cure a hangover.
But yeah, you saved me. You stopped the turning into a corn husk.
What was the last part of that? It kind of cut
Yeah, I
out.
missed it.
Turning into a corn husk.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
But something did change. And she just kind of frowns. She says thank you, and then she just kind of frowns and says that something's wrong in the town.
Yeah, no shit, D. I'm glad you're
Yes.
all right, but that's
Saving me.
yeah, and there's clearly something wrong.
I don't feel the trauma the same way anymore.
Okay.
Maybe we should do a flyover and check it out.
Yeah, as soon as let's get the howitzer loaded up real quick and then do a flyover, which Ben's gonna need help with because, it's a fucking howitzer. It's kind of big.
Yeah.
There's a it's on one of those things that can roll.
Like
Yeah,
a
it's on
trailer?
his truck trailer, yeah.
Yeah.
So
but
he could he could get in his truck and theoretically, if there's like a ramp or something, back
There
it
is.
in.
a convenient ramp.
Excellent.
Barely an inconvenience.
I mean, you can roll a site to see if there's any clues about it.
Yeah, see if there's anything like off or whatever. Yeah, let's see. 12. Go figure. This is
No.
not my day.
It just looks like maybe somebody left the ramp there. Somebody carrying around a ramp.
Please, somebody else help me. Because again, he can't, well, he'd prefer not to load this thing by
Yeah,
himself.
Lachlan will give
Need
you a
help
hand.
with sight?
Yeah.
Probably Tony
26.
Hawk.
Oh,
He
thank
likes
God.
ramps.
Dick, you
Stick will come
see-
help.
Yeah, you can help. And Lachlan and Dick, you see that there are cookies and a soda beside the ramp.
It's
Do they
that
say
piece
eat
of
me-
shit, goy.
Do they say eat me, drink me?
No, they're the cookies and soda that Janie has.
Alright, some time
Ah.
travel shenanigans happened here.
Yeah.
I sense it in my fucking waters. Let's
She
get
gave
out of
her-
here.
Hey, she gave you the ramp.
I don't trust
I still
it.
say it was Tony Hawk.
Nope,
I don't-
it's probably fine. I'm really not feeling too hungry right now.
Well,
Ben
yeah,
is
let's
Ben is
just
still
get the thing
really
and go.
shook.
this is Janie. She leaves stuff behind.
Yeah, this should not. Yeah, this apparently happens all the time with her. But yeah, I'm really not particularly hungry. But I could go for a really good bourbon, like all of the bourbon, as soon as we're done here.
When this is over, we should go to like an actual good restaurant, get really fucking drunk, and eat some food that wasn't created in a fucking hell dimension.
That sounds great.
I just want like a steak.
Like the kind of place where they like cut it right there in front of you.
Yeah, like a good steakhouse.
Or how about we go to the cow where you get to pick out which cow you want the steak cut off of?
Maybe one of those Brazilian,
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking sold. And we're going to Australia because our beef's better. This is all happening as we load the gun, I assume.
When
Yeah.
when Lachlan says Australia's beef is better, Ben just kind of glares at him.
I mean, I've heard New Zealand's is fantastic, so
New
Things are-
Zealand's all sheep, mate. It's all sheep. Sheep all the way
But
down.
Keep all the way down.
Stray cows.
No,
No,
man,
Ben,
I
Ben
grew-
was thinking Texas has the best beef, so y'all can fuck off.
I mean, what about those special cows in Japan?
The
That's true. Yeah,
Where they're
But,
they're treated like royalty.
I grew up on a cattle station, so I know beef from beef. You know.
Those cows, the stray
Hmm.
cows you see, are not Japanese cows. They're kind of scraggly looking.
you
Scraggly
mean the
cows.
Kobe, the Wagyu
Yeah.
beef?
Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah, how about some smoked ribs? Smoked ribs sounds good. Whatever, let's get this shit loaded in and ready to go.
So yeah, Dick will help load it in.
How
For sure.
As- This is all of us talking about like the dream meal once we're done here.
You're talking about eating steak and there's like cows staring at you.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody
Dick-
want you.
Dick just stares back.
The level of shook is Ben no longer seems excited to shoot this thing.
Oh,
Oh, buddy.
So y'all will get in easy enough, and when you do fly over to town, you will see that the combine is gone. The town looks misty, and it looks like you're looking at Silent Hill from ahead above.
Oh, good. I'd said this shit was like Silent Hill before. Now it really is. Great.
Because of the old ancient graphics processor.
Anybody got a radio?
This is like Silent Hill 2, which is the creepiest of the Silent Hills.
Oh
There
god,
was a
with little
hole-
babies.
There was a hole here, but it's gone now.
Dee hands you a radio. She's texting somebody on her phone, looking kind of upset.
I swear to God, if anybody turns that thing on and if they're static.
I mean, that's how radios work.
I was gonna say. I think that's kind of the default.
Hey, dude,
Dick
who are
goes
you
look over at Dean.
texting?
Yeah,
What?
Dick asks the same thing at the same time.
What is she? Oh, I texting Jason.
Wait a minute. Does he get another week off?
I don't know. I'm just
Can I do like an insight? Is she actually texting Jason?
yeah, she is.
All
You
right.
could do an insight, but yeah, she's. You can do insight or sight or whatever you want to do to try to figure out what's going on, why she's so upset this time,
Yeah, probably gut feeling for that.
or gut feeling. Whatever you
Sort of the insight equivalent for this one.
That's a 15.
So 15.
Okay. She is definitely texting Jason. It's like a long, rambly goodbye text. Like she's thinking that she's not going to make it out of it.
Good, that's encouraging. Who's gonna turn the
Yes.
radio on?
Oh, I thought we already did it.
Ben's not touching that shit.
I'll do it.
Wait, why are we messing with the radio?
See what's up. See if the vibes carry.
Oh, okay.
The radio turns on normally. It's just a random country station.
Try to find like a local college station. They're usually more fun.
Yeah, all right. You probably can't get Triple J over here.
Yeah. Like a version.
You get
I was on that, you know.
Sure you were. What who
Fuck's sake, man.
what cover did you do?
I covered fucking
I love fucking.
I covered I Touched Myself by the Divinals.
Oh. Nice. I'm gonna well, if I had access to YouTube, I'd probably download it, but well, you know, the whole off the grid thing.
Makes
I'm sure
sense.
D does.
Makes sense.
what do I have?
D, look up like a version Triple J. Lachlan, do you go by Lachlan or do you have like a different stage name?
It's just Locky.
Lockley?
Locky. Locky.
Oh, okay. I thought you were doing like a Loch Ness Monster thing. Yeah, look up that and I touch myself or whatever that's.
Okay. And play it.
Yeah, put it on the speakers up in the boat. Let's hear it.
Do we need anything else in this town?
We need to hear this song. Oh yeah.
I don't feel a town anymore.
Ben does not look at me.
I don't think it's not there anymore.
Did the
See, that's
Minotaur
'cause
eat
the-
it?
Yeah, that's what I reckon. That Minosaur's gone pretty fucking
No.
feral.
Hey, weren't we supposed to be like taking care of 2 random kids?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit off. I don't feel the town anymore. It's not, I've never felt like this before.
Well, just so you know, it's normal to not being able to feel a town. So this might be a step in the being a more normal person direction.
Probably.
Out of character, we know now that they're the grandparents were part of the plan, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Ben's gonna check and see if their house is still there. Do a little flyover and see if their house is still there. Go fucking figure.
Is Gordy's house still there? Because he was a god.
Did you say Gordy was a god?
Yeah, did you
Yes.
miss
Very,
that?
very Oracle of Delphi kind of thing going on
Yeah.
there.
But he's not there. His house is gone.
Oh, so he's like a seer. Like he gets high, he tells us stuff, and then yeah, okay.
Is there like
No, he
a
was literally a god.
Yeah.
He was like a Yoruba god.
But he's not there anymore. He's gone.
is there like a
Convenient.
radius around the grandparents' house where there's no corn?
Yeah, there's a clearing. And the lights are on. There is an old car outside.
Yeah. I think we should pay an unannounced little house call.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Also, I feel like it'll really set their backs up as a bunch of fundy Christians if we approach while blasting I Touch Myself by the Divinals.
I was gonna say, I think we should announce it by putting that song on full blast.
Yeah, Ben's just gonna turn the speakers up as loud as they can go. Cause fuck it at this point. He's kind of out of fucks to give right now.
It's either that or the Flight of the Valkyrie song, but either way, as long as it lets them know we're coming.
I feel like
I mean,
playing sexy songs
we
of
could
fundy
play
Christians is funnier.
The only thing we could possibly play that would make them angrier is Montero. So
Oh, no.
That is a good call.
you know what? What
You
do
know
we
what?
want to have a vote on that?
So either way, we're definitely coming, and they know it.
Yeah.
So as we take a break, I want to have them coming outside, waving their fists angrily.
Good for them.
And the two
Ooh.
are,
We're not on your lawn.
so as we go on break, that's what you see. The two kids, they are just alike. And the grandparents are like angry.
Yeah, Ben just looked at the thing that
Awesome.
almost killed him. He's not. Yeah, look, 2 fundies waving their fists at me. I'm scared.
So,
Have a
Alright.
howitzer in the boat if they really piss us off.
I mean, one shell would blow up their whole house, so
Yeah,
He already
enjoy your
talked
cross
about-
collection then, Gerald.
I mean, we're just floating. We're just floating above. I could just like firebomb them. I've got a couple of Molotov cocktails.
Oh my
I mean,
goodness.
it's not a war crime if the police do it. It's not a war crime if we do.
We're not at war, so it's not a war crime. It's just a regular crime.
My
And if we do
goodness.
it while we're angry, it's a crime of passion, which makes it sound sexier.
It's true.
On that note, yeah, we're gonna take a break. So So we'll be back in 15 minutes for the last part of the show. And yeah, go hydrate, grab snacks, all that good stuff, and we'll be right back. All right, we are back.
Okay. So I'm just going to say that you go ahead and land properly, and you've got an angry elderly couple that does not like this music, and two kids that are kind of they're dressed just alike, but they kind of basically their grandparents gave them two dresses and two suits to wear, and they're non-conforming, so they're wearing bits and pieces of the outfits. Like the flowered hat and the suit jacket.
Dick strongly approves.
This actually looks very familiar to them.
But yeah, no, they're great. They're obviously completely confused because they are fundies.
Yeah.
And these kids are just like,
I mean,
no, we're ourselves.
Garther's just glad they're not holding hands saying, come play with us.
Again.
That's fair.
Are the kids like behind the grandparents or anything? Or?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they're
they're
doing
not-
their impression of old man shakes fist at cloud.
They're just like staring at them, kind of waiting to see what happens.
G'day.
What's that noise? Turn that off right now.
No. Anyway, we're here for the children and also for you to tell us what the fuck is going on.
You're
I
not
went-
taking children. These are our children.
No, they fucking aren't. No, it's real funny here because you seem to think you have an option to say no. I'm gonna
Yep.
be honest with you, you don't.
Yeah,
They are
Ben
not
just
children
kinda,
of the Corn.
Ben walks off the boat and just waltzes right up to the porch and right up in front of him. Does not give a damn that he's probably way shorter than him. So hey, what's with this whole take over the world business? You're into that, huh?
To build the world in his name.
Oh, his name. Who's he? Your
The
Minotaur
Lord.
friend. Oh, which lord? There's thousands of them.
You know, Jimmy the Minotaur who lives under the town.
The one who lives beneath us, yes.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, that guy. Oh, Yeah, I think we're gonna make him mortal and kill him. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Get out of the way.
No, and I'm gonna say the guy has a pitchfork because why not?
I think
Sure.
Dick is also kind of with Ben at the fed up level with these people, and pulls out her gun and says, "Oh, I'm sorry. Apparently we didn't make ourselves clear. Get out of the way."
Yeah, Ben's also gonna pull that stupid big revolver. Yeah,
Could
get
I
out of
make
the
a
way.
speech check to intimidate them?
Yes, but they're telling the kids' names are Corey and Aaron, and telling them to go hide, go pray, go inside him.
Oh, that's shit.
Can I roll for Daunt?
Yes.
Oh, that was what I wanted. I said speech
12,
and I
are you
meant
freaking
daunt.
kidding me?
Sorry,
Yeah, they're-
can I roll daunt was what I meant,
Yes.
and I have more points
Yes.
in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we are.
20. There you go.
Okay. So
Can I
Kids
add
are-
hooligan to that?
yes.
All right, so that'll make it a 23.
Okay. Well, the kids are not going inside to pray. They're going to try to run away. And the grandpa drops the pitchfork.
Yeah, give up on that American Gothic impersonation.
You rascals, you don't belong here. Just let them take
Rascals. What are we, 12?
I mean,
Rascals.
honestly, neither one of those statements are untrue. We accept that, and we don't belong here. And those kids weren't conceived here, so
Yeah, they clearly
They
don't belong
belong
here
to the
either.
town.
I'm pretty sure D is the town. D, do you own any children?
What?
The kids aren't
Do you-
like running towards the corn, are they?
No. No, they're just trying to get away from the grandparents.
Okay, good.
Maybe they're running
Gee.
towards the car.
that's
You're
right. Cut those
technically-
familial ties.
You know the town of Madison, right?
I'm not so sure anymore.
All right, just go with it for now.
Okay.
Do you own any children?
No,
Yeah, no, don't belong to the town.
they belong to he who lives below us.
You don't even know his name
You cannot speak his name.
because you don't know it.
No, it's because it's really embarrassing. His name's Francis.
Hey, Francis was really good in Left 4 Dead, okay?
That is true. I was
You're right,
just
his
imagining
name's
Minnie.
Neville.
I was imagining like Minnie the Minotaur.
He has the town. He will have you.
Yeah, sure.
mean-
You're gonna
Or-
do some Stepford people bullshit on the whole planet. How about we blow up your house?
I like that. I think that's.
We got some extra rounds.
We have the technology.
We got extra rounds.
Characters are so past the point of caring about anything. It's great.
I mean, like, full
I mean,
disclosure, your
Ben
town
already
isn't all
wanted
that
to blow up
great.
the mayor's house.
You know, if I went around bragging about having this town, nobody would be impressed.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of
Because
a
you are
shit
the
town.
world.
Yeah, I mean, is this what you want to do to the rest of the world? I mean, it wasn't like misery loves company sort of thing.
You all are of the world.
And
I
you
do like to think
it's-
of myself as a worldly kind of bloke.
You're trying to take over the world, so that'll make
Yeah,
you of the
to make
world
it
too.
built in his image. To make
Yeah,
it
you
better.
want to warp people's minds so that they do what you want them to.
They want to do the right thing. You want to do the right thing.
Yeah,
Well,
and the
you've had
right thing
access-
is to let people have free will and do what they want to.
No, you
Welcome
won't.
points to these people. It's
You
like,
won't
you don't know
get-
shit about me. I want to do the wrong thing all the time.
Yeah, I mean, if
Or
Garther
tile.
wants to fall face down into a mountain of cocaine, let him do it.
Yeah,
Poor-
I really miss that mountain.
You poor wayward children. We can save you.
Yeah, save me from what? You and your kind ain't saved me from shit. I had to run from your kind. Fuck you.
Would you like? That's not what they say. The corn will help you.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure the corn would love a helping of me.
Nice.
That was brilliant.
So we
Children
gonna
get-
burn these people's house to the ground or what?
Well, hey kids, y'all don't have anything like sentimental inside that house, do you? You didn't forget like a change of undies or anything?
They call back that they took all of their stuff.
Oh, you got everything? All right, I'm lighting the mocktail cocktail. And I'm gonna hand one over to Lachlan and anybody else who's within shot.
Oh fuck
Or-
yeah!
Ben has so much experience with these.
All right,
Yeah, Dick will take one too.
here's one here for you, Dick. There you go.
Now I've never
Okay,
done
so
this before. How does this work? Lachlan asks.
Oh,
Here's
you
a
just
spotlight.
you light the end
You
that's
light
just
the
hanging.
you light the rag and
So-
you throw it.
You throw it and you watch it shatter and you just enjoy the show.
Did we
What
dissolve
was-
any styrofoam in this?
What's that?
We're making napalm cocktails. Sorry, what
mean-
were you saying, Nikki?
The kids are trying to hotwire the car.
Did you miss the boat that we're trying to get you on?
I can't believe this, but Ben actually hands his Molotov cocktail to Lachlan and goes to get the kids because he doesn't want them just running off on their own.
Oh, fuck yeah! Double fisting. Let's do this shit.
Ben is giving up his chance to throw a Molotov cocktail at some fundy assholes because the kids are more important. He doesn't.
Oh, just tell them to go on the boat. They'll go. He can throw his Molotov.
He goes and tells him, "Hey, we've got this really cool boat. It'd be a lot safer on there. We can get you out of here."
Okay, and they run off to it. So now you can throw your
Awesome. Now he can get his throw in.
Aw. I'll still hand it back though.
Love it.
Lachlan was really hoping to show off the ambidextrous skills.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, is Lachlan ambidextrous too? Because Ben is.
It'll,
In the way that if you play a lot of guitar, you get really good fine left-hand skills.
Should we do this like? Should we
a
do this
big
in
fun.
sync? Would that be more fun? Like sort of a
Like
put out
on
sort of a
three?
show.
Shall we wait for the chorus to start and then just throw when the first line comes in?
When I think about you.
Yeah, the grandma's got like a huge, comically big gun.
Oh, Grandma came out with a gun.
Yes.
Ben's, you know what? Ben still got his revolver in the other hand.
And there's like a big crossbow on the side of the gun.
Oh my god.
What are you, freaking Helsing?
I'm
No,
gonna,
Helsing's cool.
I'm gonna cleanse your
That's
soul.
fair.
Wait, what I don't get, are you Christian or are you part of the corn cult? Because these
That's what
seem
I
like
was
very
thinking.
different sets of
The
values.
Minotaur is
Jesus?
anointed by.
Maybe they just like implements of torture.
Oh,
my-
look, fundies who are hypocrites. I'm so surprised.
We do not pick the form that our Lord takes.
My god.
So what does that?
Good.
What,
I
what
think-
does a crucifix have to do with corn?
Look, my parents are nuts, but this is why they won't let us see our own grandparents. Jesus, I can't get away from them.
Corn is from the earth.
Um,
It was a blessed grain.
Arsenic comes from the earth. So does
Can
uranium.
Can
Also,
I?
corn's got like a really high GI. It's not good for you if you're trying to cut fat. Lachlan says.
Can I basically do a what in the world could that be sort of thing and point off into the corn with like speech or something to try to distract
Yes.
them?
Yes.
Okay. It's a 14. Do I have
roll it
anything
again.
that might help?
Just
That's
roll
not
it again.
bad.
Okay.
I'm telling you, DM
21.
saying. Okay. So they look because they think they saw Cecilia. They're like, wait, you came back just like you said you would.
And as soon as they're distracted, that's when Dick's just gonna yeet the cocktail at the house.
Oh yeah, Ben
Okay.
aims for a window. It's a pretty
not
thick. It's a pretty thick bottle, so
I'm
gonna
not
have
sure
you-
why we're burning down the house exactly, but I'm on board.
I don't know.
they
We
have
just
it
hate
coming.
Christians.
we're venting. Just like we're gonna vent these windows.
They think
Because
the
hell
Minotaur
doesn't
is
exist,
coming.
so we should give them as close as they're gonna come to it.
They think the Minotaur is the second coming, or the Cornitaur is the second coming. So yeah, go for it.
Yeah, Garther's aiming for the roof.
Lachlan's aiming for the front porch.
Okay, just for the fun of it, I'm gonna have y'all roll just attack roll to see what happens.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh, all of my weapon stuff is full. My attacks are
Ra-
full.
Ranged attack. A 9.
What
To
I've
hit.
never
I
actually
rolled a
filled this
2.
out because I've never known like what is the bonus to hit? What that's supposed to with?
So what you want to do on the character sheet is just click where it says training type, put in ranged, and that should be all you need for this.
Oh, attack
Apparently,
type.
Lachlan's really fucking good at this.
All right, well I'm just rolling it, even though I think I don't know what any of this is gonna be. Yeah.
Oh,
well,
no.
I rolled a 1, so it doesn't matter.
It might.
It does. But, you know, I like the 1s and 20s.
You throw in a flaming bottle of fuel, and that
Dark-
one's gonna make a difference.
Yeah, yours hits the.
Well,
core.
since I was thinking since he's not aiming for the people, maybe it goes after the people.
No, it goes for the corn. And
You know what?
the-
I'm fine with that.
Does the corn scream?
Yes, and catches fire.
Nice.
Huh.
Still
So-
worth it.
You're surrounded by. There's burning corn everywhere.
Man,
There's
that
whole
is-
movies in here.
That is spreading extremely fast.
Yes, it is.
Why is the corn so flammable?
It's full of
It's the
ethanol.
kind of corn they make that biofuel out of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's only supposed to be like that after it's processed.
Yeah, this is kind of. But
They-
it was looking kind of. There's something wrong in the town, so yeah, it's all burning, and the house is burning.
I'm trying to get on the boat and leave these people.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, ask your he who was underneath do something about all this.
They
Yeah,
fire,
maybe pray about it.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah,
What were you gonna say, Nikki?
you beat me to it.
one. I'm gonna do it 2 more.
It's a lot of rolls.
I know. Sorry.
I have concerns.
Oh god.
And this one.
Oh my god, Captioner said Motorola. Now, sorry, I have concerns.
All right. They're shooting at y'all. Well, the grandma is.
Uh-oh.
I'd like to leave quickly.
Yes.
Well, if you look at those rolls, most of them were very low.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
need
but as
us to
soon as
roll?
someone shoots a gun, Lachlan's gonna scream and, "What the fuck? You're shooting at me!" and run away.
This is an overreaction, sir.
With a gun? What the fuck?
Do we need to roll defenses?
Yeah, please.
All right.
You're not going to hurt the beat.
That'd be dodge.
Yeah, as I say, I don't think Dick's gonna deflect or block a bullet, so let's go with dodge. 28 versus ranged for dodge.
Oh, Garther.
Well, I love that it does say tries to dodge.
Oh, Lachlan got his nat 20, so he's fucking gone.
Yeah, Garther, you do get hit. Sorry, I didn't think we could hit.
I guess the real question is, do they hit his backpack that's also full of lots of material to make explosive things, or does it just hit him?
Oh.
Call high or low.
Low.
Okay. You're lucky. You're very lucky.
Oh.
No, it just braces your shoulder or something, arm, shoulder, hand,
It's
leg,
like,
something. It braces
my throwing arm.
you. So yeah, you're the only one who got hit.
Where are the Americans with guns?
Because they're Americans who got it.
Yeah, I'm talking about the other two that are on our side. Return
Oh,
fire.
Dick's
Whites of
just
their
like,
eyes. Something.
we just surrounded them with fire and we're getting away on a boat. I don't think I really need to shoot at them.
Yeah, we're in cover now, so
You know what? The hell with you, old folk. And so Garther wants to throw one more Molotov cocktail at them as he runs away.
Okay, do you have an advantage? Or
I know, but I do
critical?
have a disadvantage.
Oh. Okay,
This
go
can
ahead
only
and
go
roll.
well.
Yep.
Go ahead, roll
Let's
these out.
see, we'll throw another. Even though all my stuff is set to 0 because I don't know how to do the math. All right.
Oh. You hit them. You got a 20. So you
He's
hit,
like, "What do you know? I was a southpaw all along."
Your left-handed but didn't know until this moment.
He had no idea. No wonder I sucked at baseball.
well, what happens is that she shoots the gun just as it as the Molotov cocktail gets there. So it
Oh
explodes.
no.
Dude, it spray it napalms all over her.
Yes. And him.
Oh god. Oh my god. That's horrific.
It's amazing.
Yep.
And the kids are watching.
Oh no. Not the kids.
Ben kind of like herds the kids inside the boat.
They're okay.
Hey everybody, I'm making it rain. Fire like the pharaohs of old, or God. Yeah, hey, look, I've got it. I'm smiting you.
They're screaming.
You got
They're-
fucking shot. Sit down.
Yeah, they're making their last screams while you guys escape.
Oh my god.
And the fire just seems to be spreading everywhere. Like the town is now on fire.
That's
what
what y'all
used
get
to
for
be the
ignoring
town.
climate change. Garther yells from the boat as he's dragged on by Lachlan.
And,
After
Dee
that,
is looking at it, and she's like, "I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything."
As Dee says that, we're getting away. Dick just looks at everybody and goes like, "What were we doing here again?"
We were
It's-
getting the kids the hell out of here.
Oh, right, the kids. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
didn't that guy you guys said was God said like we were supposed to like take care of them or something?
I don't fucking know, man.
He left. The kids pipe up. He left. They all left.
Where did they
fucking
go?
I don't know. They said that everything was going downhill, so they left.
Why didn't he take you with him?
I don't know.
How did they leave?
They just left. Everything got really weird and smoky, and the some of the buildings disappeared, and they just packed up and left.
By car? By train? They walked into the sunset like the end of the Incredible Hulk? What level of left do we need here?
Wait, can you play that sad music, Lachlan?
Yeah, I can do that.
Awesome.
Please don't.
Hey, as long as it's not the sad music of Uncle Iroh remembering his son, I can deal with it.
It's the
Oh
sad.
God. Leaves on.
It's the
Yeah.
Titanic that plays.
Oh no.
Near, far. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, they explained that they just left like with the combine, or just walked away or drove away.
So did Gordy like drop them at their grandparents, or did he just like fuck off and leave them?
He just he left them at their house.
You know, this is fucked considering he told us he was going to look after the kids.
Well, he had some kind of weird Oracle at Delphi powers. Maybe he knew we were going to stop by.
That's not fucking good enough.
Yeah, that's
No,
that
it's
sounds like
really
that
not,
sounds like a sort of the I work in mysterious ways. Oh, that's because you can't explain it. That's why. It's like,
Well, they were really worried about what was going on here, and I guess they just wanted to get out.
wait, so let me get this straight. So some buildings have just straight out disappeared. Are we like in a simulation? This is like Sim City? Where
They were the-
Bruce in the mist is there as the draw distance lowered.
yeah, exactly.
Ben, you'd probably figure out that if Dee is not connected to the town anymore, that whatever she created is gone.
Yeah, that does seem to be the case, which, it makes sense that the grandparents' house is still there, since, they seem to be tied to the Cornator, and, they say that, it's going to give us power, but I have the feeling it's the other way around, and they're its pawns.
Yeah, deaths.
I wonder, just throwing this out here, if we destroy more things, do you think they'll just draw the creature out?
Yeah,
Worth a shot.
possibly.
Because I have a lot more material to make some more Molotov cocktails.
I'd rather save the howitzer shell. As much as I say I'd love to blow shit up, we should probably save the howitzer shells for, the Minotaur.
Yeah, what we want here is splash damage, right?
Oh, trust me, it's got splash damage. I mean, plus we could hit the thing. Plus, we could hit the thing from about 4 kilometers away. But
Like, accurately?
yes,
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness. So the kids run off into the boat, and you hear a explosion.
oh god, no.
Like, fun explosions?
Well, the kids kind of emerge. One of them is dragging a big bag full of weapons, and they both look kind of covered in soot. They said, "We found all of these."
Right now, I'm
Oh.
not like the paternal type, But generally, as children, just know, don't like touch weapons.
But they were just sitting there.
Yeah, shit's bad, man. Like, have some self-preservation. I know you are children, but
I'd almost say it feels like I'm home again, but I keep my shit in a gun safe.
Wait a minute. Are you kids like related to D? Or is it just something in the water in this town?
I don't think we are, but our mom used to say we were troublemakers.
I mean, to be fair, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
I mean, I agree with that. I'm just worried about like what Lachlan said, the self-preservation thing.
Well, I didn't think they were going to. Corey should not have touched that button, but they did anyway. I was just going to get the weapons, but it's Corey's fault that the ink bomb blew up in my mom's room.
Just so you know, the moment that you named your sibling means all the attention's on you now. None of us believe you.
hey, do you kids like
Dick's
Angry
just standing there.
Birds?
Dick's just standing there like, Corey did it right.
Yeah, it was Corey who did it. Not
You know what?
me.
Everybody else we know who was involved with this whole take over the world plan, why don't we just go to their haunts, see if they still exist, and burn them to the ground?
I like that. Hey, kids, do you guys like do you like fucking Angry Birds or whatever?
Oh, did they have was Angry Birds out in 2000? No. They're like, what's that? What's Angry Birds?
All right, I'm about to
super
change
fun.
your
You're about to
fucking
blow
life.
those kids' minds.
Malcolm pulls out.
There's some to that. They are stuck in front of the screen.
Ben was
Yeah,
about
Malcolm will pull
to.
out his Australian phone and be like, "Go fucking wild." There's no SIM card in it.
Ben looks a little bit put out because he was going to suggest Kerbal Space Program, but alas.
Here, kids, learn about read this.
Just give them electronics and they're fine. They're not going to get into anything else. You're not going to find a room covered in soap bubbles or
All right, now I've gotten you guys some bottles of water and like some trail mix or whatever. Like, don't fucking go anywhere, okay? There are snacks. There's water.
screens. They're fine.
All right, fucking go wild. We're gonna go burn down your town.
Ben
Like,
gets him,
just close the door on them.
Ben gets him like
so-
every episode of Bill Nye the Science Guy. They
Yeah, the
want to
kids
watch something.
now.
What
They
about
are-
Beekman's World?
And Beekman. Shout out to Beekman.
I mean, personally, I think you're all deranged because you don't have Dr. Carl in this country, but
I don't even know who that is.
he's like the Australian version of Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Oh no, I'm sure.
The only Dr. Carl that Ben cares about is Carl Sagan.
That's the first thing that popped in my head was Carl Sagan.
That's Dr. Carl with a K. You should look him up on YouTube. He's just like a nice old dude with a bunch of rad shirts that are always like themed after whatever he's doing the presentation on, like he's Ms. Frizzle.
In that
If
case,
you want to see a slightly less nice version, there's always Mr. Wizard.
Oh my god, I just realized something.
Yeah.
With these kids and this boat, we're like the dark, gritty version of the Magic School Bus.
oh my gosh, right. As long as nobody takes their space helmet off on Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was actually really dark.
But they
Lachlan
let
just comes back in and his shirt has changed to like a button up with little burning little Molotov cocktail patterns.
Yeah.
All right, kids.
That's very appropriate.
Thanks. It turns out this place has like a fucking fabricator or some shit.
That'd be nice.
So the kids left you a bunch of weapons that you can use to kill everything. So
Oh,
y'all can
and-
do it right now.
Yeah, I was gonna let you know Garther's gonna do a medicine check on his own arm.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Ben actually looks
Critical success, 26.
excellent.
Nice.
You can patch it up with some butterfly bandages and some gauze.
He goes, the trick is, kids, not to burn your own wound. Turns out that's not helpful. Don't believe the movies.
And Dee is looking sadly at at a pendant that, you know what, it looks like the one from Titanic, just because I feel like it.
She has the heart of the ocean.
You're sticking to the theme. I love it.
Why not?
What are the odds Ben
Is that what you
finds
use the last of
something-
your power to do? Is create that expensive ass diamond?
Oh jeez. What are the odds Ben finds something in that pile of weapons that's like a javelin rocket launcher, but it can fire multiple rounds?
High
You
or
can
low?
fire multiple rounds if you've got someone to load for you.
Low.
Okay, let me see what we get.
I thought you were gonna describe the thing from the first Iron Man. What was the Jericho missile? The
know-
bunker buster.
You got 2.
Excellent. Oh, it's shoulder mounted laser guided. And it basically shoots out a rocket where the fins come out, and it's meant to blow up tanks.
The kid stuck some rainbow stickers on it.
You know what?
Wait,
Ben
is
is
this a
fine
toe?
with that. Huh?
Are you firing off a tow missile?
It's called a javelin. If you look up a javelin missile,
That's awesome.
Can Lachlan park D in the room with the Angry Birds and the Bill Nye as well? Can we just put all of the...
it's oh god.
She won't go in there.
It's got phone games. You like phone games.
You know, Garther's gonna lean heavy. He's gonna go in the weapon room, but he's specifically looking for things of myth. Like he's hoping to find like Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, or something like
The
that.
Vorpal blade.
Yeah, he was snicker snacker, motherfuckers. Like he's hoping to find something cool and odd and medieval.
Okay, high or low?
We'll go high this time.
24. Sorry.
Alright. Yeah, he's not good. He's once again he goes there. Doesn't. This is the second time he's looked for something and found nothing.
Oh, you know what? I should have had Ben look for something else instead.
Okay, I'm going to say high for this roll. I don't know what I'm gonna get.
So that means-
Okay. D goes in and like easily picks out a weapon, and she just says, "No, I'm done with videos for now. Thanks for introducing me to them."
All right.
And she just like holsters the weapon and walks back looking sadly at her necklace.
I was gonna say I don't know if Ben sees it, but like Garther's in the room and like I would imagine every sort of like modern or futuristic weapon that Ben would like be drooling over, he's just throwing to the side because that's not what he was looking for.
No, I'm just mad at myself because I said javelin missile, and there is something very specific that I remembered. I
Does it have to look again?
Yes.
Okay, high or low?
Hi.
I'm sorry to throw this randomness in your game, Raven.
God dang it!
Oh, you're good.
Oh no!
But this way we all have an equal chance.
Dang it.
Lachlan
Yeah,
isn't
you're totally
looking for
fine.
anything super specific. He's just after something he can throw, so like some grenades or some shit. Like he doesn't need super special ones. He's just
Okay, high or low, Lachlan?
High, I guess.
78. So yeah,
Cool.
you find even find I cannot remember what you call those things, but you can put the grenades on them.
The bandolier.
Bandolier, yeah.
You find a bandolier, you can just like load them all up.
I think these are plasma grenades.
Yes.
Okay, this is a lot.
Hey,
This is a lot. All right, yeah, fuck it. Okay, I guess
It's a real
I do
XCOM.
weapons now.
It's a real XCOM shit going on here.
I'm really upset because I said javelin missile, and for weeks I've been thinking I want him to get a BFG 9000.
Like, okay, that's what I was gonna ask you that, Ben. I want while you're looking for your thing, you see Garther pick up something that looks suspiciously like that, but then he
And
tosses
see,
it
that's the
hard
thing.
as
It's
he
like,
can.
oh, I can't believe I brain farted and didn't say I want the BFG
Well,
9000.
okay.
I
What
rolled
about
freaking
this?
2.
What about this? Because you guys need to hurry up and destroy the town people. So maybe next week you can have the BFG.
Ooh, that would be delightful.
If you're good this week, next week, you can-
It'd be good.
If
All right,
we're
let's Let's go
If
blow
we're-
up a town.
If we're picking out weapons and stuff, I think Dick's just gonna like go for a bandolier full of handguns of various types.
I was gonna say, are you trying to look like a pirate where you just have like lots of like?
Kind of that same thought, but like I don't think Dick goes for like the crazy huge weapons. It's more a handgun fan for her.
Oh, like the dad from Boondock Saints, where he literally has like rows and rows of pistols just strapped to his side.
Oh yeah, God, it's been
Forever, yeah,
absolute
but like
ages since
they
I've seen
think like
that.
it's like 6 or 8 guys. It was just him pulling out gun after gun.
Yeah, should probably go for something like that. They don't do big guns that much.
Save time. I'm going to say, why don't you describe what you did to the town, to the people, the evil people? They're clearly evil. There's no redeeming them. There's like bodies all throughout the town.
Oh, jeez.
I mean,
Like,
we're doing like a Sodom and Gomorrah thing right now. Maybe we should at least go on the PA system. A, play the music, but B, also kind of give them a little bit of heads up. Just
Yeah,
so,
this
like,
is like a really, I'm not going to go into the description, but it's really gory and terrible. The town is Silent Hell.
yeah, there might
Do
be
you
like one.
know that song "Fire" by the? I want to say James.
There's a lot of like, oh, we didn't start
Like-
the fire, but except we did.
No, there's a particular song. It's like, "I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire."
Oh, I don't know that one.
I'm gonna look it up.
I thought it was that Billy Joel song, or I think it's Billy Joel.
It's called "Hellfire" by the Crazy World of Arthur Brown.
Okay.
That's gonna be my
Um,
recommendation of track.
I mean, this could take a while. We could probably make a whole playlist.
So yeah,
Just look them on Spotify. Together.
describe how you destroyed these
World
evil-
Nut Zippers Hell.
So I think the camera quick cuts like all Cornetto trilogy style for
How
Dick
appropriate.
as
Slam cuts.
yeah, as she's just running across the street like 2 handguns, completely impractical.
Jumping through the air, firing them at the same time.
Exactly, diving
For no-
behind
for
things
no
even when
reason.
nobody's actually shooting back at her.
I mean, Ben's got a literal multi-round anti-tank missile launchers, so... Plus the revolver. I mean, he could just fire at stuff from the boat from above.
Yeah, Garther's just sticking with his Montel cocktails and other things, similar things to that. He has a couple of tin cans he's filled up with. I already forgot the name of it, but is it magnesium or whatever? Where like you could make it just like it basically makes like a shrapnel of grenades, handmade shrapnel grenades. So he's tossing that stuff around.
Yeah, Lachlan is DJing from his phone in one hand and throwing things with the other.
The
So they're on the
beats,
ship. Or
beats and yeets.
Yeah, beats and yeets. The Lachlan memoir.
Take that as you will.
okay, so Dee asked you to let her land, and she's got 2 really big knives.
Jesus. All right.
Machete.
All right, Deadpool.
Maximum
Yes.
minimum effect.
She goes to the general store because I said one of the people was at the general store, and there is a battle with the knives, and I guess the person has I don't know what weapon does the general store person have?
Baseball bat.
A baseball bat. And it is a very intense battle, but she's victorious at the end.
Lachlan will go in and shoplift some Haribo while this is happening.
She's clearly really angry at this person, but it's an intense battle. Does get injured some, but she wins and then just tucks the knives away and grabs the Fanta and walks out.
Do you want a slush puppy? Lachlan will call as she's like heading towards the soda fridges.
No thanks.
All right.
I think Dick will call out though and be like, "Hey, grab me some more Swedish fish."
Does anyone want a slush puppy? They've got pink and they've got blue.
I want a mix.
Ben's found a megaphone and yells down from the boat, "Get what you want, because I'm blowing it up when you're done."
Hey, Ben, do you want a slush puppy?
Hey, D, did that guy like raise his prices right before you had to build your stage?
We don't have prices here.
What?
Oh,
You
I have
don't
no
have
idea.
prices?
This makes. But wait a minute, weren't
Yeah,
we
that's
accused of
yeah.
stealing earlier?
We were!
The mayor accused you of stealing.
I hate this town.
This town makes no sense.
Yeah, Ben's like, "That's the one good thing
don't
about this
have
town.
prices here."
Capitalism doesn't exist.
But apparently it does when it's convenient. I
Only
hate-
for the mayor, and he's an asshole. He's dead now."
Oh, Dee does run
Hopefully.
back into the store for just a minute to grab something out of. Well, I think the back one was in the gas station, but it's in the store now because I say so. But she grabs her the bag from back there, and then runs back to the boat.
I guess Lachlan will come out holding like 3 slush puppies.
Well, do you help Lachlan?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Ah,
I
thank you.
kind of overfilled them because there was no one to say when I had to stop. So
Well, that's when you put the little round top on it and it fills up a
you
little.
put the lid and then you fill it so that it like goes
Yeah.
over the
Good, just give one of those to me. I could use it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I got you one even though you didn't reply when I asked. Anyway,
It is
I really
still,
like mix.
Thank
It's
y'all for
still-
helping me, all of you.
We were
Safe.
gonna leave you behind as soon as everyone's a safe distance from the general store. Ben fires freaking anti-tank missile into it.
Oh, Dick, here's your Swedish fish. I got you like 3 bags because I figure why the fuck not?
She just like claps Lachlan on the back and takes a bag, is like, "Thanks," rips open the top and just starts eating it by the handful, like
Now that-
zero fucks to be given anymore.
Now that Ben has exploded several buildings, he's not looking as shook anymore.
Is he feeling better?
He's feeling better.
Just Ben with like the fucking rocket launcher resting on his shoulder with a fucking slush puppy in the other hand.
Yeah,
I feel
get him one of those like beer helmets or something.
I feel really sorry for all the
He's
people
not-
in these characters' lives when everything's done and they have to go back to real life.
Oh, I mean, Ben's boss is already dealing with the government covering up shit because he had to go to the friend who knows people and be like, "What's up with this weird phone code? And why does this computer say my friend is on the other side of the universe?" Start answering shit.
Lachlan's
they're-
been writing a concept album this whole time. You guys get out of here, and he's just gonna be like, "All right, I have a concept."
I mean, let's just face it. There's a really good chance that in 24 hours, this town will be right back the way it was, and we can do it again.
I don't think
Please,
it will.
please no.
I don't think it will be. I'm not in charge of it anymore.
Hey, D, did you want a slush puppy?
No.
All right.
Well, it's
That's
a good
fine.
thing because they're kind of destroyed now.
If I don't make it out of this, y'all are wonderful people. Thank you.
I mean, didn't you almost
know
not
what?
make it out several times already?
Yeah.
D,
Yeah,
I
you're-
know you only know like 10 people, but we are not good people.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far with the wonderful people thing.
Well, you
God,
have
I wish this was bourbon.
Well, I mean, she might just be comparing it to the extremely low bar of everyone else in this town.
basically, yeah.
Dick just looks at all of you, is like, "I am delightful, thank you very much."
yeah, Dick didn't
And
seem too
offers Dick
bad.
some Swedish fish.
Dick didn't seem too bad. I mean, the rest of the dicks here are fucking awful, but yeah,
Are you saying that's some good dick right there?
Oh god.
Is that what we're trying to?
Yeah, that's some excellent dick.
It's an excellent
you're
dick.
asking
Some quality
you're
dick.
asking you're asking
I want
my,
your top tier dick. Oh, there it is, right there.
asking my token straight. asking my token straight.
What's wrong, Ben? Aren't you comfortable to admit when you see a good dick?
Actually, he kind of is. He's not going to say that out loud, but he kind of
Not securing your masculinity?
You can blame his parents for that.
That's
They're
fair.
kind of shitty.
After Dick offers some Swedish fish to Dee and takes another handful herself, goes, "All right, we blew up a town. What was the next step on the list?"
Oh, well, supposedly we're supposed to lure the Cornator out and get it into that vacuum chamber. I don't see a fucking Cornator, though.
Yeah, I think
sorry.
this would do it.
Lachlan's gonna pull his guitar off his back because he has had it with him the whole time, and like play some creepy song.
Oh, you're gonna cover Radiohead too?
No, I did that. I did that a couple of fucking hours ago now, I guess.
Yeah, actually, I do remember that. And then I think I wanted you to play Pyramid or something.
You asked me to play fucking Wonderwall.
No, I have never requested that in my life.
Oh, I love Wonderwall.
I thought you liked Titanic.
Free
do.
bird!
Yeah, I can do free, but right now I'm playing the creepy Minotaur music.
Get rid of the
Well, while we're
fucking
at it, just go
Minotaur.
ahead and do Stairway to Heaven.
That's a fucking good song. You watch your fucking mouth. You
Yeah,
watch your fucking mouth.
Lachlan's right. You watch.
I just said the last place I was in had a sign that said no stairway to heaven.
Stairway Denied.
Just as if.
Denied.
But
He
Lachlan's
kinda-
gonna hook up his amp to the system he's been playing the Spotify music through, and play the creepy Minotaur song.
Okay.
Sounds like a
And-
children's rhyme. But go ahead. Here comes the creepy Minotaur. I don't know.
Kind of smiles fondly at you all, and then goes outside. On the boat.
Mm.
She's got her phone. She's like playing a Titanic song and standing on it side, looking. Like that.
If you're gonna play a Celine Dion song, how about the one from Deadpool 2?
Oh, I love Ashes.
That's a legit good song. How about that
I'm having
one?
like a Titanic moment here.
You've had like 20 of those already.
I don't remember the part in Titanic where they carpet bombed a town.
Oh, you don't? That was the best part.
Well, so we didn't need to-
It was into the deleted scene, so yeah, they had to cut it from the theatrical release. But then he realized later on, like when he changed the sky so the stars actually matched, he was like, "Wait a minute, that was very historically accurate. Got to put the carpet bombing back in."
And the scene is like putting her, like she's going to stand on the boat. Is it the boat that they were standing on?
Yeah.
Yeah, the bow.
Yeah, she's going
Yeah.
to stand on that. And like the music is going to be playing that part. And then you're going to see the corner tours. He's like, he's giant. And he's like growling and looking right at y'all. And that's where we're going to end.
Wait, where the
I love
hell did
that.
that come from?
Out of the smoke, I guess.
Yeah, out of the smoke. You can see it coming out of the smoke as the, Dee's doing her
Oh my god.
I love that. Oh man! All right.
Lachlan played the song, so.
Is it right at the part where it says "nothing to fear"? That line of the
Yes.
song. Nothing to fear.
Roar. One thing to fear. So we're gonna go on a raid here in a minute, but before we do, I want to let everybody say what their favorite part was, where we can find them, and anything they want to share or plug. So we'll go reverse order from how we started. If you would like to go first, Nikki, you can, or I can call on someone else.
First.
Okay, we'll hop over to M then. What was your favorite part? Where can folks find you? And anything you want to share or plug?
Oh my gosh. That whole thing was wild, but hold on, I'm having I think maybe was it Lachlan or Garther who switched the song to "I Touched Myself"?
Lachlan.
Yeah. It was Lachlan's song. Yeah. Lachlan.
Yeah, switching that on as we came down to land just to make them as angry as we possibly could, and the whole old man shakes fist at cloud thing. That whole deal. And I felt so bad for poor Dee, but literally almost everybody just critical failing rolls to help poor Dee, and ending up just poking her instead. Poor Dee.
Why couldn't you roll like a 20 and like?
Yeah, it's like I felt so bad for poor Dee.
One.
Also, yeah, that ending is perfect with the freaking Titanic song and the Cornator, since we actually kind of have a visual on that thing. And the image of that appearing out of the mist with the freaking Celine Dion song.
The sea of fire, because you burned the whole town.
Yeah, with like the burning, like the smoke lit up with the burning corn, and because I know what that thing looks like. And that song, that's perfect. Yeah, madness.
Things.
Yeah, madness all the way down. I love it. Just
thank you for the art for making it.
No problem. That was a blast. Yeah, madness all the way down. I love you all. You all are amazing. As always, it was a blast to play, and I cannot wait until next Friday. You can find me on Twitter at Timberdoodles. Like I said, I'm actually starting to upload art there slowly. And yeah, like I said,
the corn picture or the.
I haven't uploaded it yet because I wasn't sure if you wanted to wait or something until next Friday, or like post it somewhere specific or something like that.
Oh, so, I don't know what to post it, so.
So I kind of like sent it to you and kept it in the Discord and stuff.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Like, so it's like if you want to post it somewhere, whatever, for the game, go right ahead. Yeah, looking forward to next Friday.
Oh, there we go. Helps if I'm unmuted. What else was awesome, and yes, this was a really good one. Ran, what was your favorite part? Where can folks find you? Anything you want to share, plug?
Right. Some of my favorite. I am going to put forward as we should definitely use this as the raid crisis. I don't remember the scene in Titanic where they carpet bombed the town. Because that's a hell of a line. Other things I really like, the fact that Gartha knew about Triple J, that really threw me as a person. I also really liked Ben going off on the fundies. That was really good. I also really like Dick's hot fuzz moment at the end, and also just the mental image of like the town on fire, like all of us, like that fucking like the Elmo with everything on fire in the background gif, and just the idea of like Dee having this like incredibly climactic fight in the foreground with like a fire in the background, and then Lachlan like filling up slushies in the midground, like stealing sweets. Yeah, so that everyone had some really good moments this time, I thought. So yeah. Oh yeah, and you can find me as Ren Plays Games on Twitter or TikTok. I'm currently more active on TikTok. Hopefully I'll be more active on Twitter in the future. But I do warn you, my TikTok is mostly D&D and John Constantine content because I am a man with 3 interests.
Yes. Awesome. Josh, same questions.
Yeah, I will say actually, goodness, I think I've said this before, but I would appreciate it if everybody with their stuff that they want us to follow either gets linked somewhere, either in the chat or even in the Discord, so it's easier for me to find. Whether it's your TikToks or anything else, or Twitters, because I'm a child and I need my handheld. But the other, favorite part. I don't know if I have a particular favorite part, but I guess just like with Rand, the thing that's in my head for some reason is we were like, hey, we're gonna carpet bomb this town, but then almost everybody said, well, amongst the burning, where we should stay at a safe distance, Dick's down there, Max painting people to death, and doing twirls while reloading magically, and you get Lachlan making slush puppies, and then Dee for some reason holding a massive grudge against somebody and beating them to death. That seems out of nowhere. Just and of course, wait to everyone like, oh, now it's time to blow up a hardware store safely with a missile. Just good stuff. Over the top, unnecessary, but it's wonderful. But yeah, me, my name's Josh. I have a lot of stuff under Hobox, trying to do a thing with Reburied Occult. But as always, I'd rather people pay attention to the thing I do with my kids, which is Teenagers and Troublemakers. We have a podcast. We're trying to do other stuff like comics and animations, but those are very slow coming. But other than that, I will throw some links to the podcast, the YouTube, and the D&D Mage Duel Rules book that I made on DM's Guild that you can pick up for free. And I believe that's all of my usual plugs.
Awesome. And then, Nikki, favorite part, where can folks find you? Anything you want to share or plug?
There's a couple of favorite parts. My most was when I let y'all just go all cinematic. That wasn't planned, but I loved it. I loved all of it. Like, that was great. Perfect destruction.
So much chaos. I love that too.
And I know Dee burst into tears, but I did kind of like everybody just kind of talking to her and trying to figure out why she's so weird. It was like a character kind of building thing, I think. There's nobody really said much. Well, I think Lachlan did, but Lachlan's always mad.
He has the berserker trait. Most of my characters are not this angry.
But the one thing what cooled you down literally and figuratively were the slush puppies.
Maybe it was just seeing all of this destroyed, all of this terrible stuff.
Yeah.
It kind of had the same energy as that scene from Office Space where they finally get to destroy the fax machine or printer or whatever it is.
Yeah,
What does PC load letter even mean?
What do you mean you don't have paper? You have plenty of paper. Yeah, just put it in.
And he had a bit of a disagreement with not a bit of one. They didn't get along very well. I didn't really play that out much.
Oh, I know. That's why it makes it that much more shocking that she prepares by grabbing 2 blades.
But not everybody in the town was nice to her. Remember, they were talking behind her back, and
yeah.
She just went Rambo. Is great.
Yeah. And then, where can folks find you? Anything you want to share? Plug?
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to rebrand my Twitter, but right now it's Nick Cool. Oh my gosh, I'm not prepared, so
no worries.
I have a new Twitter, but and I don't know what else to plug. Sorry.
That's totally fine. If you find it or think of it, just feel free to throw it into chat before we head off. For me, my favorite part, I enjoyed all of the descriptions of everything from Nikki as always, and yeah, there was a lot of really good parts. It's hard to pick an exact favorite. I of course enjoyed Lachlan, in the middle of all this chaos and murder, yelling out for if people want, slush puppies. That was great. And then also Garther just being determined to oh, hey, you shot me. I'm gonna as we're getting away and everything's on fire, I'm gonna throw more fire at you just to spite you. That was also a great moment. But the whole thing was fantastic. I love the absolute chaos we get into. Where you can find me next tomorrow at noon Mountain Time for It Snowed in April, which is our Necrobiotic campaign. Very much looking forward to that. And other things to share or plug are just our sponsors, which are Fundamental RPG, Intrepid, and Die Hard Dice. Fundamental RPG is a system that we use for this game. Also uses for Animus and Standing Stones. Yeah, it's a simple D20 system that's not tied to any genre, so you can use it for any game that you want to play, any story type that you want to play out. Intrepid is adventuring gear for real life, and then Die Hard Dice is just incredibly good polymer and metal dice, as well as a ton of accessories like the really cool satin-lined dice bag that's linked there in chat. Those are really neat. They're currently, I believe, $4 a piece, so you can grab a few of those and keep your dice organized by, color or size or how well they roll. But for all of those, for Fundamental RPG, you can find the physical book on Amazon, the digital one at coffee.com/Raven, like it says at the bottom of the screen. Intrepid, you can also find at coffee.com/Raven. And then Die Hard, you can find at dieharddice.com. And then if you use the code Blackfeather, all one word with a capital B, you can get 10% off your entire order. And then finally, if you want to catch up on this show or others that we have on the channel, you can do so at the Fantasy Network at watch.thefantasy.network for free. With that, we're going to go on a raid. I agree. I love the raid cry of, I don't remember the scene in Titanic where they carpet bomb a town. Feel free to copy that right out of chat. We're going to go raid Stella Luna, who's just phenomenal. Go give them a follow if you're not doing so already. Looks like they're doing some tabletop related streaming today. Looks like they're talking about their characters and sort of an ask the characters what they like or dislike or things like that. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, they're fantastic. Go give them a follow if you're not doing so already. And then I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.